Hi, I'm Dominic O'Brien. I am the 8 times world memory champion and author of more than a dozen books and courses on memory. Now, the biggest complaint from executives and students is memory. They wish they had a better memory. So what is the problem? Why does memory fail us? There are a number of reasons. It could be stress related, it could be lack of a good night's sleep, but the truth of it is, I believe most people have the makings of a truly fantastic memory. It's just that maybe they haven't been shown how to access it, which is where I come in. Instead, people rely on their short-term memory, and the problem with that is that we can only hold about 7 to 9 bits of information in our short-term memory. In fact, the latest estimates are that we only hold about 4 or 5 bits. If I say to you, hand, butter, magnet, book, you should be able to recall those 4 bits of information. But how can you guarantee that they'll go into your long-term memory if you need them to? You're probably forgetting them already. Maybe it just lasts a few seconds or a few minutes. So the secret in developing a truly awesome memory is to be found in your working memory. Now, if you've got a really powerful working memory, just think what you could do if you're in business or a student. Business, you could remember facts and figures, deliver a speech or presentation entirely from memory, no notes, remember the names and faces of important clients, background details, a whole dossier of vital information on a client. You'll be able to breeze through reports, manuals, magazines, newspaper, even the stock market. Now, if you're a student, I'll show you the easy way to study so you don't have to learn by rote, repeating information over and over again in the hope that it's going to sink in. That's not only soul destroying, but it's completely unnecessary. So imagine turning up at a lecture and listening to the information and it goes straight into your long-term memory. Wouldn't that be amazing? Well, it's a lot simpler than you might think. In fact, some people say it's almost cheating. So there are lots of benefits to developing a powerful working memory, and they include things like being able to prioritize information, being able to focus on what's important, think faster on your feet, take smarter risks, learn more easily, stay positive when the pressure is on, where most people crumble, and adapt to new situations. But because the key to developing your memory lies in your imagination, you'll find yourself being more creative, more inventive, and you'll find it easier to find solutions. And also, developing a memory goes hand in hand with your concentration, so you should find yourself getting laser-like concentration levels. Now, let me just give you an example of how this works. Can you remember what those 4 words were? Well, they start with hand, so I want you to imagine your hand dipping into some sticky butter, and inside the butter you find a little magnet. Now, the magnet pulls you mysteriously towards a book. Maybe it's a metallic book. That's why the magnet's attracted to the book. Important to use a little bit of logic. That's it. So what are the 4 words? Hand, butter, magnet, book. And you could probably reverse the sequence. So what was the last word? Book, magnet, butter, hand. Okay, so that's only 4 bits of information, but the difference this time is that you've processed the information using your working memory. And I'm willing to bet that in 24 hours' time, when you wake up tomorrow morning, you'll be able to remember those 4 words forwards and backwards. Now, when you come to one of my courses, it won't be just 4 words we'll be looking at. I'll be showing you how to take notes efficiently. We'll be looking at the link method, story method, the journey method, which is the most powerful technique, and it's enabled me to win 8 World Memory Championship titles. We'll be looking at the art of number memorization, primacy-recency effect, knowing when and how many times to review information so it goes into your long-term memory. It's called spaced reviewing. We'll be looking at nutrition and oxygen, how that affects your memory. You'll be able to memorize names and faces, learn languages easily, become a human calendar. I'll even show you how to memorize a deck of cards. Now, what were those 4 words? Hand, butter, magnet, book. See? It's working already.